All right, guys. Today I want us to look at break-even point. Break-even point, and this is management accounting for ATD level 3 and CPA intermediate. Management accounting for ATD level 3 and CPA intermediate. And when we talk of the break-even point, this is a point at which the business has recovered all the cost incurred. But at this break-even point, there is no profit realized, simply because total revenue is equals to the total cost. So revenue is exactly equal to the cost. So there is no profit at the break-even point. What you have just done, you have recovered your expenses. You have recovered your total expenses. And therefore, I want us to do an illustration. Let me share the paper with you. Oh, I want us to do this ATD level 3 pilot paper. Yeah, December 2021. And we are going to do question number 1C. Do you hear karatasi I'm sharing? It is ATD level 3 pilot paper, fundamentals of management accounting, December 2021, question 1C. And the question reads, Bagase company produces a liquid with the following direct cost. We have the materials, 42. We have the labor, 18. We have note number 3. The company has a capacity to produce 40,000 units of the liquid product. And the fixed cost are shillings 1.5 million. The product selling price is shillings 100 nani per unit required, the break-even point for the product. Then Roman 2, the company receives an order of 40,000 units, but the customer is requesting for a discount of 10%. Should the company accept or reject the order? Let's justify. Tutafanya C Roman 1 and 2. Let's start with the break-even point. Add tumesema break-even point is a point whereby total revenue is equal to the total cost. Na formula, the formula for break-even point inaenda namna hii. Break-even point in units is given by fixed the cost all over contribution per unit. Contribution per unit. Add contribution per unit. Contribution per unit is given by the selling price minus the variable cost. So we are going to start by computing the contribution, and then we get the break-even point. Add here the selling price tushaambiwa. Tumeambiwa this product is selling at shillings 100. Kwa note number 4, tunauza 100 shillings. And then the variable cost. Remember, variable cost is any cost that vary, that change according to the level of production or output. And hapa variable cost tuko na mbili. We have the material and we have the labor. So our variable cost, tuko na material ya 42 na tuko na labor ya 18. So what is the contribution per unit? Take 100, you less 42, alafu bado 18. Yes, this is shillings 40. This is the contribution per unit ni 40. So tukishapata contribution per unit, therefore we can comfortably compute the break-even point. So therefore break-even point is equals to, hapo tumepewa the fixed cost kwa note number 3. Fixed cost ni 1.5 million. We divide by shillings 40. So tutahitaji kuuza how many units ndio tuweze kurecover all the cost. That is the break-even point. So take 1,500,000, you divide by 40. So we are supposed to sell 37,500 units. Hizi ndizo units zenye zita break the even, and that is the answer. Break even point in unit. Ukiitishwa break even point in shillings, it is very simple. Huwa tunasema break even point in shillings is equals to, we take break even point in units, then we multiply by the selling price per unit. It is break even point in units times the selling price per unit. So hapa already we have our break even point in unit ambazo ni 37,500 units. Then we multiply by the selling price. Selling price ilikuwa 100 shillings per unit. So we are going to get shillings 37,500 alafu tuongezee 0.2. That is it. So 3.75. It means ndio uweze kurecover all the total cost in card, you must make a sale of up to shillings 3.75 million ndio uweze break the even, ndio uweze recover all the cost. Then from there, any extra sale you will be making a profit. Remember, you cannot make a profit kama huja recover the cost. Kwanza tuna recover the cost in card, and then from there we start making profit. And that is answer for Roman 1. Let's go to Roman 2. Roman 2, tunaambiwa the company receives an order of 40,000 units, but the customer is requesting for a discount of 10%. Should the company accept or reject the order? Good question. Ndio to accept ama to reject an order, for one, lazima tujue ile profit tutapata from this order ama ile loss tutapata from this order. Of course, kama order is resulting into a loss, automatically we are going to reject it. So let's prepare a small profit statement here. Tuandike profit statement, tuone zile pesa tutagenerate from this order. Na pesa kwanza tutaangalia kitu inaitwa total revenue hapa. Total revenue, basically it is the selling price. We multiply by the units coming from this order. Na hapa tunataka kuuza 40,000 units. Alafu huyu customer anataka a discount of 90%. I mean a discount of 10%. Kama discount ni ya 10%, meaning the selling price will be 90%. Remember, discount huanga inapunguza the selling price. Ndio hii. So our selling price currently ni 100. Tukireduce by 10%, itabaki 90%. At 90% of 100, that is 90 shillings. So huyu customer anataka tumuuzie unit moja 90 shillings. Na hapa tuko na how many units? anataka 40,000 units. So ndio hiyo 40,000 units, tuone itatupea pesa ngapi. So take 90 shillings by 40,000 units. You are going to get 3.6 million. So 3.6 million is the total revenue. 3.6 million. So it means our total revenue it is shillings 3.6 million. It is in shillings. Now we less. Kitu ya kwanza tuta less is variable cost. And variable cost is any cost that change with the output. Na hapa variable cost for one, tuko na material. We have the material. And here, material moja ina cost shillings 42. Alafu, remember hii ni per unit. Na hapa tuko na 40,000. So hiyo itakuwa pesa ngapi? Take 42 times 40,000. You get shillings 1.68 million. Now remember we are lessing. Here ni material. We go to labor. Here, labor, it is shillings 18. We multiply by total units. So take 18 times 40,000. You get 720,000. So kwanza tuondoe hizi ndio tupate kitu inaitwa contribution. So get 3.6 million. We less 1.68 million. Alafu we less 720,000. I'm going to get 1.2 million kama contribution. So this is the total contribution. Now, from there, we less fix the cost. And remember, fix the cost, we don't multiply by the units. Hiyo ishapewa yote total. Na haicheji kulingana na the level of production. So, angalia, so far, already, this product, tumeona iko na a positive contribution. Let's deduct the fixed cost and we see whether tutapata profit ama loss. So net, this one will be a net loss. A net loss of 300,000. Deal. Now, when we accept this order, you can see in total, we are getting negative. So you can see tumepata a net loss of 300,000. Kama hii kampuni hakuna kazi ingine inafanya, meaning hii fixed cost iko kwa sababu of accepting this order, then we can reject. Lakini if we have got other activities we are doing, you can see this order iko na a positive contribution. The key thing here is the contribution. If it has a positive contribution, we accept the order. That is, if there are other activities going on in the company, meaning he fixed the cost, tutainika whether to may accept the order ama hatuja accept. You see? Kama that is the case, then we accept the order because iko na a positive contribution. iko na positive contribution. So let's do another illustration, bado for the break-even point. The same paper, Management Accounting ATD Level 3 pilot paper, December 2021. This time round, we do number 2. We do number 2B. Number 2B. Number 2B. Ndio hiyo, I'm sharing the question. Hii ndio nataka tufanya hii, number 2B, B for boy. And the following information was obtained from a company producing product Z. We have the fixed factory overhead, fixed selling overhead, variable manufacturing cost per unit, variable selling cost per unit, should be selling price. Or variable selling cost, because variable selling cost per unit. Then we have the selling price per unit. Required, we calculate the break-even point for the product. So tunasema the break-even point is given by, we take the fixed cost or over contribution per unit. Contribution per unit. Haya, hapa the fixed cost tumepewa bili. You can see the fixed cost tumepewa zikiwa mbili. We have the fixed factory overhead ya 6 million. So we have 6 million. And then we have fixed selling ya 120,000. So in total, our fixed cost is shillings 6,120,000. That is the fixed cost. We go to contribution. Contribution, as we have just said, it is the selling price minus variable cost. In our case, the selling price is 240,000. I mean, 240 shillings, 240 shillings. And then the variable cost. Variable cost tuko na variable manufacturing cost ya 120. Alafu tuko na variable selling cost ya 30 shillings. In total, hii utapata ngapi? So take 240, we minus into brackets 120 plus 30, we close the bracket. That gives you 90 shillings. So this is the contribution per unit. Tukishapata contribution per unit, we are now good to compute the break-even point, because we have our fixed cost and we have our contribution ya 90. So let's compute the break-even point in units. So therefore, break-even point in units is equals to, we take the fixed cost 6120,000 or over 90. So take 6120,000 divided by 90. I'm getting, sijui unapata ngapi? I'm getting 68,000 units. 68,000 units, and that is the answer for Roman 1. Roman 2 anasema the management wishes to lower. Either. No. Calculate the number of units required. Calculate the number of units required to produce a profit of shillings 280,000. So wakati umepewa target profit, when you have a target profit, break even point in units is given by, we take the fixed cost, we add the target profit, then we divide by contribution per unit. Contribution per unit. So our fixed cost, remember, ni 60, it is 61.20 ile tumecompute. We add now this target profit of 280,000. Then hiyo yote I divide by contribution per unit ilikuwa inakuja 90 shillings. So 61,20,000 plus 280,000 I divide by 90. Yes. Confirm your answer. Give me your answer there. You divide by 90. Yes. Zinakuja 71,111 units. Remember inakuja na 0.11, but units cannot be in point. It is either you truncate or you round off. So that is it. Those are the number of units. Na swali yako inakuwa rahisi inakuwa namna hiyo. Good. So